4 years ago, we built this custom shop bath for my best bud. And everything was working perfectly until this happened.
It's dang it. All right, off.
All right, turn it off. All right, shut it up, shut it up. And so today, me and the boys are in Baton Rouge, Louisiana to see if we caused this leak, and if we didn't, what did? So if you guys are OG Stud Pack viewers, you're gonna remember that door, you're gonna remember this door, and you're gonna remember this bathroom. Let's check it out. This was actually the last project we did in Baton Rouge, and that's when Rad joined the team. Of course, my buddy loves cars. He's a Chevy guy. We made this custom Chevy niche. We got these Camaro camshafts to hold up the vanities. We got a valve cover towel rack right here, a wrench for a hook, and over here on this wall, beautiful hex tile with a urinal. Gotta have a urinal in a guy's shop. And it still looks like the day we finished. Hey Steve, nice job on keeping this place clean, bud. So somewhere lurking under all this beautiful tile is a massive water leak that flooded my buddy's entire $2 million shop. So let's get with Steve, see what happened. What's up, bud?
How goes it, man?
Good to see you. So you called me a couple of weeks ago about this leak, and you truly gutted my day.
Dude, Paul was out that day, and that's not like Paul. He's usually so focused.
Yeah, when you told me you had a leak here, I was like, no, can't be. So what do we got?
Well, I came in one day and literally had a residue in my building, okay? And I walked in, I wasn't sure what I was seeing. So first thing I did is go to the restroom, go in the urinal, and I pull on it, and there was no water.
Nothing.
No water. So I went out to the road, and the water valve to the building was closed by the water company. Okay. So I opened it, and then when I came in here, water started leaking. And I called the water company, and they told me, hey, 2 weeks ago, we turned off your water because one of your neighbors called and said there's water running out of your building, and I was traveling.
So they shut off your water and they did not call you?
Correct. Now, if you don't pay a $6 water bill, they'll
get a hold of you.
They'll get a hold of me.
All
but
right.
but your entire building's flooding, water's running out of it, and nobody calls for 2 weeks, okay?
All right. All right, so what happened if you turned the water on?
I turned the water on, and by the time I walked from the street where the water valve is, 100 feet, 150 feet to this back wall, water just started washing out under under the wall.
Under here?
Correct. And it was like a wave. It wasn't just a little leak. I mean, it come running out. I tried to stand the water flow long enough to identify where the leak was coming from. And brother, I couldn't find it. I mean, everything just flooded. So I shut the water off, and then that's when I called you and say, hey man, I need some Stud Pack help here.
Come on in here, Jordan. We know that it's probably under the tile because if it was behind all this drywall, right? We would know. So we think it's under the tile, under the floor, or behind a wall. So we got all our tools. We're here today. We're gonna find the leak, fix the leak, and repair everything, hopefully in 2 days. Let's get started. Yo, Steve, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you, have you gotten a water bill yet for when all that water was running out of the door?
I brought you my bill to
Of
look
course
at.
Of course you brought me
because
your
you're not
bill.
going to believe $700 water bill. And here's actually the usage chart for the last year. They actually had to change the table for the excursion, I'll call it, at my shop.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let me see if I got that.
Don't worry about it. I'll just add it to your bill.
Okay. Now, when we built this shop bath, it used to be 2 tiny little bathrooms with a common wall about right here. And a 3/4 inch copper water line came out of the slab about here. I looked at some old pictures and fed those 2 bathrooms. So we tied into that 3/4 copper, and it ran that way into this wall where we put a shutoff valve. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off that valve. We're gonna turn on the water meter at the street. And if we see water pouring out under the floor, we know the leak is in our copper. If we don't see water pouring out of the floor, we know the leak is in our PEX. Let's see what happens. All right, the boys are gonna go turn the water on at the street. Don't ask me why it takes 3 guys to turn on the water, but that's what we're doing. And then Jordan and I are posted up in here, and we're gonna see if that water comes out of there. Hopefully, I don't know where I'm at right now, Jordan. I don't know if I wanna repair the copper or the PEX.
Right.
A lot of that PEX is behind the shower walls. It could get ugly. All right, I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. Let's see what happens. Okay, water's on. Okay, water's flowing. Is there really a leak here, or did you just miss me and you wanted to hang out?
Well, there's a leak here. You want a beer?
Oh, here we go. Dang. Woo. All right, shut it up, shut it up. So now that we know the leak is in the copper, remember, we know that because this valve is off. So the leak has got to be between this valve and where it comes out of the slab, somewhere under this tile. So I brought every tool I think I might use. So let's surgically remove this tile. We think there are extras in the attic space above. Remove the tile, get through the backer board, the subfloor, see if we can find our leak. So I'm making a mark with my Sharpie, 1.5 inches from here. We're gonna remove the field of the tile and then these. That mark's gonna make sense a lot later. I'm just trying to plan in the future. There you go, look at this straight edge he brought me, man. Look at that thing. Like a piece of ground cast iron. All right, be careful with that. We got the door shut to keep the dust out of the shop and off the cars. We got a vacuum for the dust. I got my variable speed grinder, and I got my Milwaukee bump cap because I'm working under here, and if something happens and I come up, I won't bang my little head on there. Okay, man. I've been waiting to do this for 2 weeks. Not waiting, but
Here we go.
thinking about it for 2 weeks. Let's see what happens.
You ready?
Yep. So this tile is way too hard for this blade. I'm afraid I'm gonna burn it up, and I don't have time to burn it up and run to the store and get more blades. So I actually tested it right here in the grout, cut through it like butter. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around and cut out the grout, but I'm gonna favor my blade on this side, right? I don't wanna hurt these tiles, but I don't care about this one. All right, I don't want to go crazy in here with like an electric hammer, demolition hammer, anything like that. So I'm just going to go old school ball peen and some chisels and start over here. So if you don't know, the reason we cut the grout is because if I start chipping here, there's a huge possibility that the crack can just crack this tile. But now that we've removed the grout, it's going to stop right there. At least it should. Okay. First piece.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
This is when being a good contractor is bad because your coverage is so good on your tile that it made that really hard.
The what?
The coverage.
Yeah.
And there's blood on the floor, dude. You gotta put some gloves on.
I know. As soon as I said, man, I need gloves, I cut myself. All right, let's clean this up, and we'll get through our thin set layer and try not to destroy our waterproofing layer. All right, now it's time to get our thin set up without destroying our yellow waterproofing membrane too much. That's the plan. Just gonna take some time. See what I did there? I got under it too much, so don't wanna do that. But luckily, that's the part we gotta cut through. Tap, tap. All right, Austin got the thin set layer off, and we did damage this a little bit, but not to worry. I brought some repair tape. We're gonna fix that later. So now we've got these plastic pieces right here, right? And that's from our tile leveling system that we used to level all these tiles so we didn't have any lippage. And we're just gonna cut them off with the buzzsaw. All right, we're through 2 layers, the tile and the thin set. Now we have to get through the 1/4 inch backer board that is attached to the 1 1/8 inch thick plywood subfloor with thin set and screws. And here I'm gonna leave that 1 inch border. That way when we put our new piece of backer board in, I can put a piece of tape here waterproofing the old and the new. Just going around the perimeter, making a mark 1 inch in. Ah! All right, we're down to our plywood layer. Now you probably noticed, I know you did, how easy the thin set was coming off this plywood. That's what it's supposed to do, and that's why you don't put tile directly on plywood. You do it like we did it. That layer of thin set on top of the plywood and under our 1/4 inch backer board, fill the gap between those 2 surfaces, and then we clamp them together with screws. Then we put our waterproofing layer on top of the backer board and then our tile. So now we're ready with the circular saw. We're gonna make a cut through here, pull this out, and hopefully our leak is right there. Yep, switcheroo. Buzzsaw. Almost through, guys.
Good job.
All right, grab me a hammer. Let's see if I can grab a screw. Oh, never
Be
mind.
the spot.
Be the spot. Be the spot. Be the spot. Yeah.
What the?
Oh, I'm the only one happy about that?
I don't see a lot of
See what's
water.
on the water.
Me either.
What the? Okay, let me go turn it on. I'm just kidding.
It's wet.
It's wet.
Wet.
That big hole explains why it fills up for so long, maybe.
Yeah, it's got a long way to get out of here, doesn't it? Okay. None of my solder joints blew apart, so happy to report. Let's just pull this insulation off. And what if it's an under the slab leak and it's coming up through the slab right here?
That.
Then we're
Had y'all thought of that?
Yeah.
Feels like Christmas.
Dang, guys, this is all perfect.
Of course it
This
is.
is all perfect.
It's your work.
Dude, let's turn the water on just a little bit
Okay.
and see if it's coming out from over there. Woo-wee.
Dude, that thing is pumping. Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
It must be like a totally broken line because look how fast it's going.
Thing's cranking.
I feel like when it's going to come out, it's just going to go.
It's just gonna blow the building up, dude.
pressure, dude.
Oh my goodness.
It's going.
All right, we hear it. No.
Oh, wire's still at the bottom.
What?
At the bottom.
Oh, it's coming out of the bottom.
Whoa! Over here in the
Oh
hole.
my goodness.
It's filled.
Dang it.
All right, off.
All right, turn it off. Turn it off.
Whoa!
It goes back down.
That's what I said, under the slab.
How does that even happen?
Dude.
All right, extend the Airbnb. We're gonna need a few more days here, ladies and gentlemen.
So we can't fix that. No. We can tear it up.
Yeah, the whole, yeah.
So you're gonna have to replace the line from where it comes to the building, way over there, overhead, and tie into our PEX down here, because I already know we have a line branching off here to feed the cold water for that shower and this sink, so we gotta tie in down here. So the issue's gonna be, if we run it in the building, now it's gonna freeze in the winter, because that line is not underground, it's in a building that's not heated.
Right.
So we may just have to put like a drain valve over there, and you
Look,
just have to
wait it.
Yep.
Well, since the water ran for a couple of weeks, giving me my $700 water bill, I'm thinking that when I'm not here for long periods of time, I close the water valve as a matter of procedure now, just because all the damage it did.
Yeah, and you know, I would say just run PEX. It can freeze in the PEX. It won't break the PEX. At least we're going to drain the water out as much as we can. So let's go see where it comes in the building and go from there. If we just tie into the PEX, you won't have this hose bib on the side of the building anymore. I know it's probably not a big thing for you, but what we can do is just cut and cap this and leave that alone. And then that'll feed. What if it's just this line that's broken
Yeah.
and not the main? They both go underground.
Correct.
Then we can just abandon this one. It's just feeding a hose bib out there. And I already put another one in for you on the other side of that wall.
Right, which is no problem.
So how do we verify that the big one's not broken?
We cut this. We get a 1/2-inch shark bite cap, which I think I have in the truck, and we cap this. Turn the water back on.
But the leak's underground before that.
The water flow is this way. Boom. And this is coming back this way.
Oh.
So if we cap this, turn the water on, I think that's our plan. We got to know which one of these is leaking.
Okay.
All right, that's the plan. Let's do it. This won't take but a minute. What's up, gang? Have you ever tried to measure something long, like the inside dimension on this porch, all by yourself? So you get out the tape measure, but eventually it does that. So then, in that case, I would grab one of my sons. They'd get one end, walk all the way down to the bottom, and I'd be over here trying to eyeball that, got a big sag in the tape, and it may not even be the right number. But those days are over, because now I have the Milesy S50. One tap, 1 second, and now I have the exact measurement I need without a helper. And check out this cool feature. It's got a green laser, 4 times as bright as the red one, and I can see it way over there on that other fence over 80 feet away. You saw how well it worked outside for a long distance? Let's check it out inside for a short distance. So we need blocking between all these studs for our cabinets. 14 inches and 5/8. Perfect fit. Look at that. Nice. So another cool feature about the S50, I can just take all my numbers, store them in the unit, and make one trip to the saw for all of them. The S50 has tons of modes and features to help you tackle all those measuring projects all by yourself. And check this out, they sent us the S50C. This thing is sweet, it's the upgraded version, and it has a touchscreen. So the S50 is a no-brainer, especially if you're working solo. So plan easier, work smarter, and stop wasting material. And it makes an awesome Father's Day gift. Right around the corner, I'd be stoked if one of my boys or even my girl gave me one of these for Father's Day. So use the link below and you're gonna get $30 off when you use the code STUDPACK at checkout. Thanks so much to Mousy for sponsoring our video and helping us to measure accurately. We really appreciate it. Let's get back to work. Just remember, this 3/4 inch line, the water's coming up out of the ground. The flow is this direction. Boom, 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 right through here into our bathroom and the kitchen. This 1/2 inch line tees off of this 3/4 like back here, comes back, water flow this way, underground, pops up over here for the original water fountain for the building, and then continues on to an exterior hose bib. So we think the leak is in this 1/2 inch pipe, and that would be great for us. And it would be great for us because we can then just abandon this 1/2 inch pipe, which is broken, under the slab, and we don't have to replace the 3/4. That would be major. We'd be here until next week. So I'm just gonna cut this. Water's off, right boys? Well, it's gotta be, otherwise that would be full of water, right? So I'm gonna cut it back here away from my plastic because I gotta sweat this. I am gonna test it though with a shark bite. I'm gonna go right there, bud. Ow.
Yep.
The one time I don't wear my cap, I'm okay. All right, I'm gonna clean the edges up. I don't have my little compact cutter. I didn't bring it because I thought we were gonna be fooling with 3/4 inch tubing. All right, let me clean that up. We'll slide a shark bite cap on there and test the water. I don't know why I remember that, but you had something going on. All right, moment of truth. 5-hour drive. Let's see if this fixes it. You should see the meter, the little diamond or the whatever is on there, stop spinning pretty quick. All right, we're gonna know in just a minute. Drum roll. We do not want water coming up in here.
All right, the water's on. Looks like it's pressurizing. Oh! It stopped. Let's go.
It stopped. All right.
Look at that. I love it. I think we fixed it.
That's the validation test right there.
That's right.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Hey, open the sink, open the valve on the sink. It turns the air out of it because the meter's already stopped running.
Well, that's all we need to know.
All right.
We got it. We got it. Woo!
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna open the main valve. The toilet behind me should start filling up, so you should see the meter start to spin. There we go. Yep, I got water flow. I can hear the air. Yeah.
Oh,
We got water. That could be the smartest thing I did all year, is think that this, remember that this 1/2 inch goes back and the leak could be in either one. So awesome. I think we're good, bud. Leave it on, get in here and break out the beers.
Yeah.
A big toast.
And let's turn on the shower.
Woo.
Yeah.
We used a shark bite for the test cap, but I'm gonna pull it off and we're gonna sweat a cap on there permanently. So the best way to get these off, they make tools for it, but just get yourself an adjustable wrench. I got a little baby one from Klein. Get it to the size of your pipe. There's a collar right here. You're gonna push it that way. Put my thumb there, squeeze, and then I can pull that cap off just like that. All right, we're gonna let some of this water drain out. There's only water in it from here to the valve. We'll just let it glug, glug, glug for a little bit, and then I can pull it. No, I can't. All right, we just gotta get all the water out.
well, it's just draining down that hole that's down there.
It is. From whence it came, we got all the water out of the pipe best we could, and I pulled it up a little bit to keep the water back that direction. I've already got the cap cleaned. Gonna clean the tubing.
You bought that cap and then cleaned it after you bought it?
Oh yeah, you got to.
I haven't filmed you sweat copper in years.
It feels like it's so antiquated, right?
Yeah.
But we've said it before on this channel, it's definitely a skill worth having because you couldn't do this. You'd have to put the shark bite on it and call it good, right?
Right.
Why do they call sweating copper?
That's a great question. I don't know where the term sweating comes from.
Just what it is.
Maybe because when you're using that torch, it makes you sweat.
Yeah, when you're inside a house.
Yeah.
There's been many nights I've been at home like, man, or many mornings I'm driving to a job site and you see smoke from the part of town you're working in. You're like, oh man, I hope that's not my house I'm working on. This is tough.
What is it? Where'd you get this? The 60s?
The 60s? What do you mean?
Look at this thing.
Good goop. Classic goop.
So what's going to happen, there's water in the pipe. It could boil and start creating steam and push the cap off. That's what we don't want.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to have Rad, or I'll have Rad, you can get a hammer and just put some pressure against that cap, and I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can without boiling the water that's further back in the pipe. I think we'll be all right. I'm trying to get the torch on the bottom of the pipe. There, we're done. Just hold that there, Rad.
You got it. So you don't have to sweat the bottom of it, just the top.
Capillary action pulls it around.
Love it. Love me some capillary action.
Capillary action.
The word for the day for you,
Sounds like
for you young
Rat's, sounds
boys.
like Rat's band on Kauai.
Capillary
Yes,
action.
we're capillary action. Let's see some music, man.
I can feel I got a nice little bead on the bottom. All right, let's turn the water on permanently. All right, team, that was absolutely best case scenario for us. I've been sweating this for weeks after my buddy Steve called me, but so glad we got it fixed, right? All we had to do was cap this 1/2-inch line, because this piece that's running back behind me to a hose bib on the exterior of the building, original from 1970s, for some reason this has a hole in it. So you're probably asking, Studpack, what would you have done if this 3/4-inch line had the hole in it? Then what do? Let's go show you. Over here on the other side of the building, the water main comes up outside. We can see it, right? Pops up and immediately turns into this block. Then it must go back under the slab because there's nothing overhead, right? It's got to come up. They roughed it in during construction and went under the slab right here. So if it came to it that we had to replace that line, we would remove these blocks where it comes into the building, extend it into the building, and then come up with PEX right here, run it on that beam all the way over to the attic space on top of the bathroom and tie in the attic where the 3/4-inch PEX is, and then cap the PEX right above that valve we showed you. It'd be a pretty simple repipe, but I'm so glad we don't have to do it. So this is something I didn't think I would say today. Let's start putting it back together. First thing I need is a 2x4, 28 inches long. The boys already have it set up for me. And yes, I brought a 2x4 all the way from Texas. There's probably one in here, but I didn't want to go looking for it. 2x4, and slide it to my left. Nice. Got 4 inches on either side, so I can get a screw there and there. Put a couple in the middle. Go through the back of board and everything.
Right here.
Yep. Perfect.
Lovely.
You like it? Should we put a couple here?
Yeah, I think so.
Reinforce it.
Yeah.
You want to go at like how about like a little angle right here? I can go through here. What the heck? It's fine. We're gonna waterproof all this up.
Nice.
And then on this side, we're just catching this joist. So I think we're ready to go. We can put that in there like that. Little angle job. Ready to go. I'm so happy right now.
That's great, Dad.
Maybe it's that yerba you gave me to drink for lunch. Is it the yerba, or is it the fact that this was so easy?
Look, I've been trying to get you to drink midday caffeine since we were here last time, 4 years ago.
True.
Midday caffeinated tea is the way, dude.
Well, I usually don't like the drinks that y'all drink. They like mess me up, but what was it? Enlightenment? Is that what the flavor was?
Yes.
It was nice. I'm fine. Just my pride. All right, they got me this piece of backer board, 1/4 inch, remember? And look at this thing. Look, did they pay y'all? Hey, did they pay y'all to get this out of the store? No, I think we paid $4 for it. But I need a piece 9 3/8 by 21 1/4. So Rad is mixing thin set, and this is where you started your career with Studpack, right here, remember?
It was.
Right outside this door
Back butter master.
at night, setting tile in that bathroom. So I actually brought a mixer for my thin set, but I left it in the truck. Long story, the truck's no longer here, it's in the shop. So we're using a jambalaya paddle. Show them, Rad.
Oh yeah, thank you, Steve.
And that's the little one. Man, flashbacks, hauling thin set in here. Remember the thin set we had on top of the plywood? We're gonna rebuild it the same way. And very soon, we're gonna be doing this at your house, Jordan.
Yes, sir. That's great.
It's great.
Come on, man.
I want to make sure this tissue paper they got me is going to work. Here we go. Bloop. Nice. Little setting in there. Yep, we're just going to send it, bud. We're going to do the whole thing right now. We're going to set the tile as well. All right. Little waterproofing. Oh look, 3 pieces will be perfect. So guys, if you're new to our channel, new to this project that we did 4 years ago, we actually covered this entire floor in a membrane very similar to this. And I think we even wrapped it up the walls a little bit. So if Steve had to get in here with a pressure washer and pressure wash it out or clean it, everything will just flow to the drain behind Jordan. Pretty cool.
You can. I don't know if it'll break. It's porcelain. It's really tough.
I wouldn't drop it on here though.
No, he would drop it on the concrete out there.
Yeah.
All right, ready for that tile? Let's go.
Well, I'm glad I saved the last tile right here from the thing.
Ooh, ooh. Are they trying to give me a heart attack? What'd y'all do?
I dropped it. Oh my God, that was the last tile, man.
My stress level's been the lowest it's been for weeks.
Psych. Second to last tile. I broke.
It's kind of dusty. I can't believe we're setting tile the same day. On the drive over here, I told the boys, this is going to be really, really easy, nice, or really, really hard. We got lucky. I'm a little proud.
Yep.
It's going down. That looks pretty good side to side. I mean, this way. And that's nice. I've been thinking, like, do we need to make this removable, like access panel in the floor? But let's clean up, get out of here. See you tomorrow when we grout this. And because we were so efficient today and we fixed it, my buddy Steve, of course, has 2 more projects he'd like us to do while we're here. So we'll show you those tomorrow.
All right, Austin. So scoop all of it out into the trash, and then clean that bucket nice and clean because we want to reuse it.
Okay.
I've graduated, dude.
I graduated.
Clean that bucket, boy.
I feel like you guys are messing with me.
No.
Really, that's what you do.
That's really your job.
Okay.
It's just not fun.
Okay, all right.
See, Austin, the first time we did this, before Rad got here, that was my job, okay? Clean out the bucket, you know, wash it out, and it makes a huge mess. Let me tell you something. It's a $3 bucket. Pitch the whole thing in a dumpster, and that's it. You don't have to clean nothing but the trough. That's $3 worth
I like
of
that.
leftover material.
I like that.
Don't let them mess with you. They did that to me.
You know what, you're right.
And I have 12 buckets in the corner. So,
Thank you, Steve.
you're welcome, brother.
Heck yeah.
Yo, hey, is there a clean side of that trough?
I knew you were back there. All right, we are back at it the next day. Did a lot of work yesterday. We're pretty successful, really successful on this repair. So all that's left for us is to grout this. Now, when we grouted this whole bathroom 4 years ago, we used Mapai pre-mixed grout charcoal. So we went to Floor and Decor this morning to get another pail of it, 60 bucks. No way we're spending 60 bucks for one tile. So then we looked at the powder charcoal grout, 20 bucks. Well, it's a little better, but what we're going with is sanded charcoal caulk. We're just gonna go around here, and in this bathroom, that'll be fine. So the boys are actually gonna do this, and I'm gonna start on some electrical.
Brad's getting a new driveway poured at his house, so he's project managing from Baton Rouge.
Marcos, the man, yeah, doing it again.
Yeah, he's about to. All right, we got it.
That looks great. All right, guys, we did not have a caulk gun. So check this out. We're just gonna thumb push it.
Thumb push, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, new tech, new tech.
Wow.
I think that's gonna dry perfectly. Yep.
I honestly did not expect this to work this well. What's going on? Tool?
Tool.
I think the thumb's gonna be the weight.
Okay.
It looks disgusting.
Dude, I have to blur that. I can't show that on camera. I gotta blur that.
Dude, that looks awful, bro.
All right, guys, I guess we forgot to cap the sewer vent last time we were here, so Paul just sent me up here with 2 caps, and it stinks up here so bad. So, sorry, Steve. Cap those. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Did it shake the building?
Oh.
It's all good. It's just a massive I-beam metal.
All right, so while the boys were in the bathroom banging things and laughing and cutting up, I don't know what they were doing. I was actually over on the table behind Jordan doing actual work. So I got this electrical box all made up. So when we did the wiring in the bathroom, we did it all in MC cable because this is a commercial building, right? So the top 3-gang box, we got 3 switches, the vanity lights, the cans in the ceiling, and the middle one is all the controls for the fan, a light, and all that good stuff. And then we put in the bottom 3-gang box with 3 whips going up into the attic space above, because Steve told us I'm gonna have all kind of accessories on the outside of this building or the bathroom that I want to control from switches right here. So we already got the street light. We're gonna have another one right here, like a, I don't know, some kind of clock battery thing. And this one actually controls the Chevy niche over there. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna mount this box upstairs. My 3 whips go here. The Chevy niche will come out of here, hardwired inside. And then 2 more of the whips go in here. Each one will power one of these receptacles. So I got it all wired up, got my pigtails, got it wrapped in tape, got my grounding screw. So we're gonna hop up there, wire this, and then come back down here and put in our switches. And I already have it all ready to go. I put a 5-slot Wago, so I come off of here with 2 jumpers to each switch. My neutrals, these 2 will go right here, and then these 2 blacks will go to the other side of the switch. Let's get this done, bud. Shouldn't take any time. All right, come over here, Jordan. So I got my whips labeled A, B, and C downstairs, up here as well. That way I can keep track of them. I think it's gonna be easier for me to do. To me, that's the hardest part of doing projects out of town, is bringing All right, electrical's all done. Got our 2 switches. That's for the light, and this is for the Harley-Davidson clock up there. All that's done. Looks great. The facade looks great. Now come on in here. We, like we said, we grouted that this morning. It's gonna still dry. The color is gonna be fine, but super successful trip. No lie, guys. I've been sweating this for 3 weeks. My buddy's wife showed up this morning, said he's been in his chair sweating this for 3 weeks, thinking it was gonna cost him thousands of dollars to repair the water in the building. So glad we were able to pull it off. For what, Steve? Not even $100? Maybe. And that much in food too, right? So get in your truck, go to another state, fix that water leak you forgot 4 years ago, smash the like button, please subscribe, check the links in our description of every video. We got a new address if you want to send us stuff, merch links, muck ender links, tool links. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
See you in Texas.
See you in Texas.